Good morning, children. Sairam. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great and staying safe at your places. So, children, welcome back. In our previous video, we have started new chapter from your new voices book, that is chapter 7, China Silk. We have read half of the chapter. Now we will continue with the remaining portion. Okay, we have already discussed new words, word meaning, and make sentences, right? So before we start with our new portion, let's take a quick glance at what we have read in our previous video. So children, this story China Silk is based on the Chinese folk tale, and it is a story about the origination of a silk, how silk is originated, right? So this story was from a small village of China where a poor girl lived. She used to work hard continuously for the whole day. She used to work out for the whole throughout the year. She used to work out that her hands are also worn out, hands are also got rough of working so hard. One day when she was working on the field, the emperor means the king, the ruler, who was passing through the village, he saw her, and the moment he saw her, he noticed that how hardworking woman she is, and he immediately fell in love with her and decided to marry her. And they got married, and that poor girl, she became queen. Now she became empress, queen. Now from that poor village, from that small village, that poor girl, now she shifted to palace. Now she is living in palace, right? Now in that village, she was working so hard day and night, and now in palace she has many servants to fulfill her needs. Now, being a queen and staying in a palace, she was unhappy. She was not satisfied. Why? Because she was missing her village. She was missing the wide space of countryside. She was missing her family, friends, and she was missing that how hardworking she was, how she used to work without even taking a break, right? Now she has nothing to do in that palace. No one is there to talk. So that is the reason why she was very unhappy. So when king saw that, when the emperor saw that, he noticed that, then he was not happy, right? He wants to make the queen happy anyhow. So what he did, he bought him some he bought her some clothes, some jewelry, some artifacts, and even throw a elaborate party, right? And called all the musicians of the land to amuse her. But doing that also, she was not happy. Still, she was sad. So one afternoon, when she was went to the garden, and when she sat at the mulberry bush, she was taking a sip of a hot water, okay, from a cup. So the moment she took a sip, what happened? One cocoon fell inside the hot water, okay, fell inside the hot water. And the moment that cocoon fell in the hot water, what happened? It started opening, and from there what happened? And from there the thread started coming out. And when the queen started pulling the thread, it became very long, right? And then she got a very good idea, okay, very good idea, great idea, that now she can, using this thread, she can make a cloth. So she thought that thought that now she will collect all the cocoons and make a cloth from the cocoon. Okay, now okay, now we will start. She called her servants, and everyone got to work. They took cocoons out of the mulberry tree, dropped them in hot water, and removed the thread. They gathered a fair amount of yarn, Then the queen ordered a special weaving machine and wove the first piece of cloth using this new thread. Thus, silk was woven. As I have told you, from that cocoon, the thread which is coming out, that thread is a silk, right? So, what she did, she called all the servants and she gave work to each and every servant. Now she has also thing to do and her servants have also got the work. So she told them that you all have to collect the cocoons from this mulberry bush. Okay, so she gave work to them. Then they all collected or took out the cocoons out of the mulberry tree and they dropped them in hot water. And the moment the cocoon went into the hot water, what happened, it opens up, right? And then they remove the thread, and this is how they gathered a fair amount of yarn is a that thread ball, right? Then the queen ordered a special weaving machine. Now for making the cloth she need machine also, so she bought weaving machine and she made the first piece of cloth using the new thread, and that thread was silk. Okay, the silk was woven. That is how for the first time silk was woven. From that silk thread the cloth was made. The manufacture of silk spread throughout China. It was the cloth that only royalty could wear and was much in demand in land as far away as Rome. The route through which silk was traded between China and Europe through Asia was called the Silk Route. Now, slowly silk has become very popular in China. Okay, in China now it started manufacturing throughout China. Okay, they started producing silk throughout China. They started making silk clothes, silk yarn throughout China, and it was the cloth that only royalty could wear. That means only royal people, the king, the queens, or the king queen family, or only the rich people could wear. That means everybody could not afford wearing silk cloth. It was only made for a royal people. Okay, and slowly it started getting manufactured or produced in the other countries also. Okay, and the route from which silk was traded was between China and Europe through the Asia, and this route was called the Silk Route. From one place to another, when silk was going, that place was became what, that place is known as Silk Route. Okay, then now that the Chinese had learned how to make silk cloth, they did not want to share this knowledge with anyone in the world. Generations of Chinese today, royalty were sworn never to reveal the secret to anyone. When princes got married and went away to far off lands, they were not allowed to tell anyone in their new home how silk was made. So now the China is the place from where the silk is originated. So the Chinese, they do not want to tell how silk cloth is made. They want to keep it as a secret from other countries. They do not want to tell. Okay, so this they want their knowledge to be with them only, and they do not want to give to any other. Okay, anyone in the world. So what they do, generation of Chinese royalty were shown that they could never reveal the secret to anyone. And when the princes of China got married and went away to far off lands or to other countries, they could also not tell the secret of this silk to anyone in her new home, that how silk was made. Okay, many years later, when a clever princess was leaving her house after her wedding, as per the custom, her bags were searched carefully to check that she did not carry anything that would help her make silk. Okay, this princess had been weaving silk from a young age and wanted to continue to do so wherever she went. So so many years later, there was a clever princess. Okay, there was a clever princess, and when after getting, she was moving or she was leaving her house, there was a custom that they all will check the princess bag carefully, so that she could not carry anything that related to silk, that she could make silk cloth. Okay, or silk. So now what, they searched the bag carefully, but nothing was there in the bag. And that clever princess, she was weaving silk cloth from a young age, and she wanted to do so in after her marriage also. Okay, she wanted to continue wherever she went, she wanted to make silk, she wanted to make silk cloth. So she had hidden the cocoons in her long elaborate hair dough. Okay, so the hair dough means the hair which is made by a princess. Okay, so she hid the cocoons in her long hairs, and no one could even think, right? She had hidden the cocoons in her long elaborate hair dough. No one thought of looking there. When she went to her husband's house, she took out these cocoons from her hair and started gathering silk thread. In this way, as the legend goes, the knowledge of how to make silk left China. Okay, so she hid the cocoons in her long hair dough, in her long hairs, and no one even thought that she could do that. And when she went to her husband's house, she took out the cocoons, and from cocoons she get that silk thread, she made yarn, and through that she started making silk cloth. So in this way, what happened, the knowledge which China do not want to share with anyone in the world has been shared, and this is the way how to make silk left China, and it spreaded throughout the world. This knowledge spreaded throughout the world because of that clever princess, and that is the reason why we are able to wear silk clothes, right? So this is the reason why, because of the clever princess, the knowledge of making silk and silk cloth has left China, which they want to keep it secret, but it doesn't remain secret, right? So children, I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Okay, the journey, you can say the journey of silk, right? I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Now we will discuss a little exercise. Okay, now state true or false. First one, the empress was very happy in the palace. It would be palace. Okay, the empress is queen and emperor is king. Okay, the empress was very happy in the palace. Was she very happy in the palace? No, she was not happy in the palace. She was missing her village house, she was missing her friends, family, and how she used to work hard day and night. So the empress was very happy in the palace? False. She was not happy, but she was very sad, and she was not satisfied being in that palace. The empress missed her village very much. That queen missed her village very much? Yes, true, she missed her village very much. Third, the silk thread from the cocoons came out after being put in hot water. Is it true or false, children? The silk thread from the cocoons came out after being put in hot water. Is it true? This process is true or not? Yes, true. Because that cocoon has to be poured in the hot water, then only it will open, and then only we can collect the silk thread. Fourth, everyone could wear clothes made from silk? No, only royal people, or you can say the rich people, can wear the silk clothes. So everyone could wear clothes made from silk? It's false. Fifth, the clever princess took the cocoons hidden in her hair dough. Is it true? Yes, the clever princess took the cocoons hidden in her hair dough. No one could ever think that she would hide the cocoon in her hair dough, and that is because of the clever princess. This knowledge of making silk has left the China. Otherwise, no one in the world would know that how silk is made. And silk is any thread from which cloth could be made? No. Because of that clever princess, the knowledge of making silk has left the China. Okay. So children, now this chapter is finished. I hope it is clear to you all and you all enjoyed this chapter. So children, thank you and have a great day. Sai Ram.